and I'm going to show you how to crush it while we're doing it. So whatever your goal is, that's my job, is to teach you how to have so much self-confidence that you can crush it. And I learned after losing 100 pounds, I could do anything. It's like I realized, wow, I have way more control over my life than I ever thought. So with that, you guys, happy Tuesday. I'm super, super, super pumped for today's grocery haul. I'm Stefanie Ignoffo, lifestyle medicine coach, plant interventionist, and founder of Plantspiration. And I teach people how to prevent and reverse disease. I mean, that's kind of cool. And I do it all with this stuff right here. Everything that I bring home every week is how I lost 100 pounds, how I reversed a slew of chronic diseases, and how I'm teaching people at Plantspiration how to start crushing it. And it all starts with what we bring home, you know. So if you're writing down right now notes on how to get started, the first thing to do, you guys, is subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the bell so you get all the notifications for everything that I've got going on over here, and get a pen and paper out, because you're going to write a list on how to do that. List number 1, come to class, because that's how people are actually doing this. Okay, that's how people are doing it. You know, everybody's got all the books, everybody's listened to all the podcasts, everybody knows all the information. Over here, right here, that's about doing it. And this is how we do it over here. Let's get into this. We've got a great class this week. It's our last free class for crushing breast cancer. For goodness sakes, I'm going to say it again. Up to 90 to 95% of breast cancers can be prevented with diet and lifestyle. And you know, here's the deal. We've got better methods than ever to detect breast cancer. We've got better treatment than ever to fight breast cancer. But my job here is going to be teach you how to not get it. Let's talk about prevention, not needing to get into that stuff. So we're going to let it rip here. I am obsessed with the collard greens lately. I can't wait to get them in me. Not only are these things fighting cancer, they're low fat. They make you feel good, and you can heat them up and eat them up. Like, this is onions and garlics and some seasonings. That's how we do it right there. The kale was a little iffy, so I didn't get it today, John. Sorry, I'll go out later. Sourdough bread, we're going through this like mad, but yet people still aren't getting disease over here or gaining weight, because this is low fat, this is high fiber. What? You're trying to sneak out of there? Don't forget, you're going to guess my grocery haul. And today, Judy said, I cannot believe how much groceries you've got for all that. So we've got this right here, a green onion. That's going to be going in my sheet pan broccoli teriyaki tofu dish we're making in tomorrow night's class. We're going to be making cookie dough bites. I'm going to teach you how to make a quick, easy. People who don't even like vegetables are eating this broccoli stuff that I'm going to teach tomorrow night. And of course, we're going to be talking about cancer fighting smoothies and all the special things that really keep your risk down. Hold on, I'm digging in deep here. These things are still on sale, so I'm going to slow it down. I like these because they're no oil. They're from the Gluten-Free Brothers. They are high in fat. It's like 3.5 grams for 2 bites. I'm going to show you how to make stuff like this on Wednesday night as well, though. So they do have different flavors, coconut, cashew. These are high in saturated fat. You want to take it easy. You don't want to keep pounding this kind of stuff. But now that we got those out of the way, let's get to the good stuff, okay? The cancer fighting stuff, okay? The isoflavones. This is how people are doing it. They're actually just bringing it home and putting it in oats, or they're just drinking a cup of it. Or maybe tomorrow night we're going to learn how to put it into a smoothie. You'll have to be there to see it. Because showing up is really the action that it takes for people to, lose the last 15 pounds, to get their hormones in balance, to get motivated. We all know that we should be eating healthy, we should be exercising, we should be sleeping better, we should be hanging around people that are positive for us. But this is where it's at. This is where it's at right here. Potatoes, you guys. We're eating potatoes I ate potatoes at 8 o'clock last night. 8 o'clock last night. I slathered some hummus on them. I dunked them in a no salt everything bagel seasoning. And I just ate as many as I wanted until I was full. We're going to use the rest of those to probably make squared up hash browns or French fries, put them in the air fryer. Nice and easy without the diseasey. Because when we keep things low fat, that's truly how we start fighting cancer, preventing and reversing disease. Low fat is where it's at. Apples are also where it's at. Talk about antioxidants, phytonutrients, vitamins, minerals. You can't get this in a pill. You can't get this in a pill. And like I said, everybody's looking for the pill. Everybody's looking for the cure, but they don't want to hear the truth, which is they have to show up. They have to get these groceries home from the store. They've actually got to cook with them, and they got to make them. All that looking for recipes and what have I been calling it? Analysis paralysis. People are breaking that right over here at Plantspiration, and they're actually doing it. You know what I mean? Speaking of cancer-fighting foods, you guys are watching us go through onions like mad. like mad. We're gonna cut every single one of these up and we're gonna saute it in vegetable broth. We're gonna put mushrooms with it. We're gonna put it on potatoes. We're gonna use it with our collard greens. It's always good to keep a pineapple on hand. These are great. These are simple. These are easy. The only thing you got to do is make sure that you don't. Wow, this is look at this thing. This thing wants to get eaten right now. It just does, okay? What else do we have in here? Okay, these are some of the greatest antioxidants on the planet right here. These berries, those blueberries down there, those dark berries, those are the highest cancer-fighting foods on the planet right there. Fruits, the blueberries, the strawberries, those are the highest cancer-fighting foods right there. We also have to have lycopenes. Check out these babies. Check out these babies. I'm so grateful for them. Can't wait to eat those up. Let's see what we're talking about right here. Almond butter. You guys haven't even seen me put this in any of my grocery shopping since I started these YouTubes, but I'm making cookie dough bites tomorrow night, and I can't wait to use that almond butter. I was just talking about cancer-fighting foods. Blueberries, you could just let them thaw out and you can eat them raw. You can put them in smoothies, you can put them in oats, you can put them on your potatoes for all I care, you could put them in spaghetti, you could put them with grits, you could put them with brown rice or rice. There's so many things you could do with these, but the number one thing to do is please bring them home. That's how you do it. It's actually how you do it, okay? Bring them home and eat them. That's how you fight cancer. That's how you do it. Bring them home. Right here, we've got the grapes. These are simple. These are easy. These are delicious. These are cancer-fighting foods. The women who had breast cancer, they did a study. The women who had breast cancer and ate the most carotenoids, or they found the most carotenoids in their bloodstream, they were 40% reduction of dying at any time, of all 40% reduced risk of dying. The women who had the most lycopenes, the women who had the most beta carotenes, the women who had the most vitamins, minerals reduced their risk. You know, people say, but Stefanie, you know, somebody lived to 70 or somebody lived to 80 and they ate meat all the time. Hey, that's great. How's their quality of life? Are they on any medications? Living to 70, we should be living beyond 70, okay? Not on medications. We should be dying of old age, not chronic disease. And here's what I have to say about that. Just because I've lost a couple people who have had seatbelts on in a car accident and who've passed away. You know what I mean? We know that that kind of stuff happens. Does that mean all of us are going to stop wearing our seatbelt just because of one or two incidences that we hear like that? No, of course not. We still get on a plane all the time. We buckle up because that's what we do to keep ourselves safe. So tune out any stuff like that and tune in stuff like this. The facts is what I'm dropping, you guys. I don't know what all this pink ribbon stuff is all about. Pink ribbons aren't what's going to have antioxidants or fight cancer, okay? This stuff is, and I'm here to talk about prevention, isoflavones. We're going to be making a sheet pan broccoli and teriyaki tofu. Who doesn't want to learn to eat their plants off? Right there is where it's at. Oh, what else do I have? More of the top. Right here, this grocery haul is like the toppest of the top of cancer-fighting foods for breast cancer. One mushroom a day has been shown to reduce our risk for up to 64%. We're going to be making those. We're going to be putting those in the recipe tomorrow night. We're going to be putting those in there. More tofu. We eat this tofu every day because we've learned the latest research. It's been out, okay? Christy Funk's book here. We've got the China study here. We've got the Cancer Survivors Guide here. And of course, we got this book here that I'm in. I also want to not forget about that. Because losing weight is how we also reduce our risk, okay? Losing weight is how we reduce our risk. I want to show you guys this. You see this stuff right here? This is the fat. The fat you eat is the fat you wear. And every time you're eating high-fat foods, every time you're keeping this extra stuff on your body, okay, it's producing excess estrogen. Wow, that 5 pounds is kind of heavy. 5 pounds. Every time that you're blowing up your estrogen, okay, you're increasing your chances of cancer. You're increasing your risk, okay? So let's talk about getting this stuff out and getting things turned around, okay? Reducing our risk means we're gonna eat whole food, plant-based. We're gonna keep it low fat, aim for a healthy weight, quit drinking, because there's nothing healthy about that. I know, okay, I was there on the other side too. And we're gonna make sure we get some tofu. We're gonna make sure that we get some mushrooms. We're gonna make sure we get some fruits and vegetables. And I'm gonna show you how to cook this stuff up. Look at this. I would just saute these mushrooms, slice them up, by the way, and I would just saute them alone or with with onions or with garlic. And I would honestly put them over pasta. I would put it over brown rice. I would put it over spaghetti. I already said that. I would put it over potatoes. Just get creative. More tofu. You know, you could just open it up and eat it just like that. I know. We're going to talk about how to season foods too, because everything we make over here is delicious. What I'm teaching on Wednesday night classes are a 20-year evidence-based cancer program. It is the only nutrition education and cooking class in the United States that is from PCRM. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is I wanted to get to the cruciferous vegetables since we're talking. I'm so glorious about it. These are some big carrots. These are going to be awesome in juices. We shred them up every week. That's why I bought them. We love them on sandwiches. We love more carrots all the time. If you like carrots, you can turn them into carrot dogs, by the way. Here's a great tip. Type in carrot dog, PCRM. That's where I would send anybody if they needed a recipe. But recipes aren't really what's getting people to lose weight, okay? Recipes are helpful. They're great. But really what's getting people to lose weight, feel great, and fight disease is actually doing it and bringing this home and cutting it up and putting it in a bowl. So I love cabbage. We do cabbage sandwiches. We do cabbage soups, not the kind that we were on our whole life, okay? I'm talking about potatoes and beans and loaded up stuff. Cancer fighters, cruciferous vegetables, bring them home, eat them up, and that's all you need to do. More purple cabbage. We're going to shred these babies up, all the cabbages. We're going to put them in a big bowl with the broccoli, with the shredded carrots, with some tofu bites, and we're going to eat our plants off. What else do we have here? All right, so I bought more paper plates. That's not what we're eating, so don't worry. But it does help me make stuff quicker, okay? Pineapple. Pineapple's great to put into smoothies, to sweeten it up if you need to sweeten it up. That's all you need. What else do we have? You guys are watching me eat all these antioxidants every single week. You can make a sorbet with this. You can make a smoothie with this. You could put this in your oats. You could put this in your berries. See how this works? It's really not about a recipe. I just gave you 25 right here. Make it, tag me in it, and show me what you're doing. Want to lose weight and feel great, get your body in balance? Of course, get in class and let me show you how to do it, but it's going to be, right here's the tips. Doing it, low fat, whole food, plant-based, and eating your plants off. Do you guys hear me? Everybody at Plantspiration is doing so good because we're not just talking about the food. We're talking about gratitude. We're talking about analysis paralysis. We're talking about eating our plants off. People are eating more than ever and losing weight, even in their 70s. That's how they're doing it, right? Oh, of course, you guys want to see my pasta. I eat this pasta almost every day. If it's not a potato, it's pasta. And this is a brown rice tinkyata pasta, but you can use any pasta as long as it doesn't have meat or dairy or egg in it, and you're already doing better. It's low fat. Pasta is not high fat. Okay, check this out. More grits. You can do so much with grits. They're easy. Okay, more pineapple. We're going to put those in there. What else do I have? Oh, you guys. Ginger. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. I'm going to show you how to use it and how it's going to be good. Okay, how to use ginger. We do put it in smoothies all the time. We put it in some recipes. One little snack, two little snack. I could eat these today, okay? This right here, antioxidants, phytonutrients, cancer-fighting foods. These are everything we need to keep ourselves healthy, okay? You can't get this in a pill. You can't get this fiber, this vitamins, this nutrients, these carotenoids. You can't get that stuff. More oranges. Like I said, these guys even have a little, if that doesn't tell you that this is a snack, I don't know what does. I don't know what does. Here we go. I get so many because those are easy. Those are delicious. I don't need a recipe for them. I don't need to look for them. I could just stick them in my pocket and go. So I recommend that everybody leave the house with food, and something like that is how you do it, okay? Leave the house with that because you don't have to go through a drive-thru if you've got some oranges on you, and you really, if you're really prepared and you're really crushing it, like everybody at Plantspiration who's like, I've got my plan for the week. I've got my itinerary for my highway to health. Spaghetti squash. I could eat this stuff for days. You fill up on it, more vitamins, minerals, nutrients. It's good stuff. I was actually eating spaghetti squash before I lost 100 pounds, but I didn't realize all the cheese I was putting on it, all the butter, all the oils. What a waste. Now I'm eating my plants off. This is how I did it. This is how I lost 100 pounds. I didn't stop. I didn't diet. I started eating. You know what I mean? Nourish to flourish. Everybody's wondering how to reach their goals. I'm dropping it right now. Show up, take action, get in class, get in Plantspiration, and I'll tell you how to use the things that you already know. You know what I mean? Here it comes. here it comes. What do you guys think it is? Powerhouse. Guess this grocery bill. It's massive. It's massive. Broccoli, that's massive too. This is one of the biggest cancer fighters out there, broccoli. Cut it up 45 minutes beforehand. Let that sulforaphane take off. We're even having more powerful cancer fighting stuff. Kapow with every bite. Why wouldn't we want to do that with every bite? It takes something like 11 days to see the effects of plants on cancer cells. 11 days. Well, I'll tell you what, you get in class tonight and 11 days later, you're doing it. You know what I mean? You're doing it. You're doing it just by coming to class. More broccoli because we're not messing around. If I'm going to turn that oven on, I'm going to batch cook. That's also what I teach people how to do. How to crush it. You don't like broccoli? Don't worry about it. You don't have to eat it. Eat the foods you love first. Get the animal out. There's so many steps, but I can't teach it to you in one class or one podcast. You're going to have to get in here and be around other people doing it too. That's a success. 350. Ooh, that's a little high, but what a great guess. More broccoli, and it's organic broccoli I have if we're talking about catching my prices over here. Thank you, Meyer. This YouTube has been brought to you by Meyer. I'm just going to say that I shop there every single week. I haven't been to Whole Foods in probably 7 years, okay? Meyer and Aldi is usually where I stay. More lemons. This is easy to put lemons into your sauces, into your waters, into... pouring it over. You could just take a lemon and squeeze it over this with some dill, garlic, onion powder, and some salt. You know, the same things you put on meat to taste like plants. See what I'm saying here, you guys? Cauliflower, powerful. Let's see that grocery haul. We got one more bag of plants. This is what we're eating every day. Right here. We're going to be talking about putting these greens in smoothies. Greens. These bitter greens are some of the most powerful things you can do to fight cancer, and I'm going to be talking about that in the smoothie. Other things to put in them. I'm going to be talking about resveratrol because this is where you get it, okay? That's real. That's the real stuff right there, you guys, the real stuff. This is real talk. I'm not an influencer of recipes. I'm an influencer of keeping it real. And I really believe that everybody can do this, okay? Sometimes it's really about the behaviors and the patterns that we keep doing. You know, this is how we undo them right here. Yes, it's bananas, of course. More bananas. They're kind of green, but that's okay. I'm going to keep them together because they're going to get riper quicker. But if you do separate them, they tend to stay greener longer. But look at this pile of food, you guys. Look at this pile of food. Let me tell you something. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 80% of breast cancers are estrogen-fueled breast cancers. Like I said, if we keep things low fat and we get the fat off of our body, we can reduce our risk significantly. Get all these antioxidants, phytonutrients, and learn how to eat to live, you can reduce your risk significantly. Plants have chemicals that fight cancer 64 times more than animal. Give it to me, okay? Give it to me. Look at all this fiber. Look at all these phytonutrients. Look at all this low-fat stuff. Look at all this powerful food, and I'm going to make it delicious, too. I'm even going to talk about how to use this ginger paste, okay? Whoa, that landed right in my tree. You guys, this is how I lost 100 pounds. This is how I did it. This is how I've kept it off. January will be 12 years. My family did it. I did it. Hold on, here's this, 21. I was 21 here. I was dealing with being overweight since as long as I could remember. I thought that's just hereditary, but really it was how I learned to eat. Genes aren't your destiny, okay? So get in here. And buckle up because I'm going to be talking about everything from green tea, flax seeds, mushrooms, vitamin E, fruits, vegetables, cruciferous, lycopenes, phytonutrients, beta carotenes, vitamin D. I'm going to go down the whole list of why people are living longer, eating plants, living longer and surviving cancer, eating plants, and how to reduce our risk significantly. And I'm also going to be talking about a lot of beans. Oh, the grocery list. I'm excited about the podcast too. I can't stop thinking about it. I want people to know it's more than food. I want people to understand it's more than food. You know what I mean? I used to be, here, let me just explain this to you. I used to be, just a sedentary couch potato. I didn't have any goals. I really didn't know I could ride a bike. I didn't know I could do miles. I didn't know I could do all the things I'm doing today, but losing 100 pounds gave me more confidence than I ever thought I could get in my life. It taught me that I'm capable of doing everything. And how I got there was because I had to kind of turn off and undo a lot of the stuff that I learned. You know what I mean? That we need milk, that we need meat, that we need all these things when really we don't. Okay, so I get right down to the facts. How much protein do we need? How much fiber do we need? How much of this do we need? That's what I teach in the Wednesday night class, nutrition, education, and cooking class. And sometimes people need to hear it like 10 times, 20 times. Sometimes it takes people a long time to hear it and get it down, but that's okay. This grocery haul, let's take a look at this. This was a big one. Right here, we've got $257. And this is one big, giant cancer fighter. I mean, plant warfare right here. I'm telling you what. Heart disease need not exist. People shouldn't be dying of chronic disease. And we have a planet on fire and animals being slaughtered for no reason. I get it. Okay. Before I used to be like, who cares? That's how I used to think before. Who cares? But give me a couple days of plants and it turned my life around because I realized, wow, I feel great. I feel great. And taking moderate action is going to get moderate results. That's why everybody's doing so amazing over here. I'm a lifestyle medicine coach. I'm a plant interventionist, and I inspire the plants off of people to get to their goals because everybody can do it. It's just going to take a little time, and I'll show you how. This is it, you guys. Any questions? So much good food. You have Aldi in the UK too. Love Aldi. I absolutely do. You guys are all amazing. And if anybody here at Plantspiration would like to just, nobody sees the comments, how Plantspiration has, helped you reach your goals. I want to let people know that this is really an amazing place to go. John and I volunteer our time. We changed our whole life, okay? We changed our whole life. Not just what we ate, but the way we think, the way we move, the way we go through life. And, talk about limiting beliefs and self-confident. This is everything. And it all started with this. It really, really did. It all started with this. If your diet isn't reversing disease, you're doing it wrong. Okay. I'm going to tell you that. It starts off with what you bring home. So start with bringing this stuff home, get on the right side of history, and let's start eating to live. I mean, seriously, yes, it takes a little bit of work, but I'm going to tell you how to do it. Stop searching, okay? Stop searching for the perfect recipe. It's all right here. It's all right here. I love you guys so much. I want you to keep eating your plants off. Don't forget to drink water, text somebody you love, have so much gratitude, and keep telling people to get into Plantspiration because that's where people are having the most success. Thank you guys so much. It's going to be a great class. See you there, and keep on kicking some